Oint Stoo. So, this is how we alter an image. Let's pick something like this that's easy and very geometric. I'm going to open up Pixlr. Okay, now say that you wanted to change the headline there. Dale, elected president of Mars. You can. There are probably other ways to do this with other kinds of apps, but I'm using just the keyboard characters here. So I'm going to use something like that, or even a shorter one, this hyphen. There it is. Now I can squeeze it large and squeeze it small and position it. I can also change its color. So let's say I get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to choose the color black from my palette. There, it's black. And let's do another one. No, let's do a brush. Okay, now I'm using a brush with a variable size tip. I'm going to choose the color black and choose tip. And now size it. And get rid of that. And that little border up there. Okay, now we're going to put in Bob. There's Bob, and squeeze it, size it, squeeze size it, I guess. Squeeze size it, right? And now, there, I'm using my stylus to move it around. It's just a little rubber-tipped pen. So we can make that, there, that's the right font. You can choose your font too. So I just chose this font. There, Bob, elected president of Mars. Okay, I saved that image. Every time I make a save, I have to reopen the new image. Okay, there it is, Bob elected president. And I'll choose this. Do a double exposure. Now find a photo. Try to find a photo of you. Yeah, oh, there's one. Let me see. There are any other ones of you. Yeah. Okay, now we can size this into that. Okay. All right, now let's look at the borders of this color photo of you. We can't have that. Okay, so what we can do is choose this heel type of implement. You can size that up, but let's blow it up first. And just touch along the border, along that seam. Tap it, tap it, tap it. Let's make it larger. The larger you go, the more of the background it grabs. So let's do that. Also, okay, I can see that looks like, I can't tell what this is in here, this part. I don't know what that is, but I'll try to color it in. Now you can pick a color, paint for your from your palette, for your stylus. Now you can draw lines like this with sharp edges. You change the color, like this. Or you can feather them, so they're like this. And really feather them, so they just blur colors together. Let me choose this color here. Now I can blur this together over here with something else, make it look like a shoulder or something. And I don't like the fluorescent lights, the way they're interacting with your hat there. So I'm going to choose the hat color over here. Feather about halfway, I guess. And cut the color saturation down a little. And try to color that in. Yeah. There we go. I could take the edges of what I just painted in there and feather them, but that's not really necessary there. And we can, let's say, choose a color, good color from Mars, right about in there. And come up here and size it a little bit, not a whole lot. And feather, really reduce the color saturation and really increase the feathering. And start coloring in Mars, make it red. There's a lot of work to it, but the results are, I guess, worth it. So let's see. You can also, let's add a date in there. December. No, let's make it, December 5, 2022. And get a font that will really fit in there. Right over here. Like that. And done. Okay, so now we can get rid of this first one, just trash that, and work with the new one here. If we wanted to make it all black and white, we could open, I use two different apps because they're easier. It's easier to use two different apps than a single app for certain things. So I'm going to take the saturation all the way down and make it a black and white newspaper. Again, save it. And photo editor. Those are the two apps I use, Photo Editor and Pixlr. Now, there's a bunch of apps out there called Photo Editor, but this one is by Dev MacGyver. That's the person's name who invented it, I guess. If it's not in this newspaper, don't believe it. I put that in there. But that's how you do it. Basically, those are, very simple edits to an image. You can do a lot more serious ones, like the way that I took this guy standing in the background behind Mrs. Holmes. I think I have it. These are all images I made, except for the ones of the kids and Gianna. Anyway, I thought I had that image of her standing at the dock. Oh yeah, there's Chris. I made this. Trajectory Sam. He explains a cannonball shooting, at different distances. Eventually, you'll shoot at a distance where the cannonball cannot help but go into orbit. And I found a little color image of him on the internet and cut like this. Here's a cut. Or crop, it's called. We'll crop him and save that piece. And double exposure. Really what it is superimposition. And we can make him bigger. Or we can put another one in there, another guy in there. Yeah. Now that's not, of course you can see that where Sam is standing is not perfectly flat, perfectly round rather, but we can go in and fix that. And I'm going to show you, I'll fix that the best that I can. Yeah, a lot of it you have to do with your own skills, your own natural skills. So I want to make that only slightly blurry and almost very weak color. I'll do this. I'll come up to it like this. I have my pen on here right beneath his legs right now. So, no. Stronger color, less feathering. Let me erase that. Okay, stronger color, less feathering. Or along those lines, anyway. Well, that's it for a fundamental tutorial, anyway. So yeah, download Pixlr. I know that they have it on for iPhone, and a good photo